Upper Arlington chapter. Hey, Libby, how are you?
Good. How are you, Chrissy?
I am wonderful. Thank you so much. Welcome today. And I cannot wait for you to tell us about Fit4Mom and what you're doing. But first I have to check in. How is your little one doing?
He's good. He's almost 14 months. He is a handful. And I mean, he's struggling with this challenge as well. He's not being as engaged or stimulated and all, going to daycare, all our normal routine of stuff, but he's good. He's a happy camper as best he can be, and just typical toddler. Yeah.
And you are expecting, right?
I am. I'm expecting a girl due end of August. So yeah, we thought for sure we were having a boy. Shocked. We were having a girl. Shocked.
Well, congratulations.
Sometimes I still don't feel like I'm going to, I've already seen the anatomy scan. I still think like, I'm not going to believe it until I push that baby out myself and I see it back.
That's
So you
fabulous.
just have it in your head. Like, I just thought I'd be a boy mom, but that is what God is gifting us. And I'm very thankful.
Beautiful. Well, going along with the times that we're in and how you mentioned your little one's doing with it, let's talk about what you're doing now and how that kind of pulls it all together. Tell us a little bit about Fit4Mom and what it is and how you got into it.
Sure. Fit4Mom is a fitness company focused on, and they're location based, focused on mostly pre and postnatal fitness care, but really also to build that community with women, with moms who are all kind of in the throes of childbearing, child rearing, kind of the family, when families get busy. But really our fitness classes could be for anyone, which I'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, I got involved with it last summer. I took a class. I have other mom friends that have loved it and do it with, take classes with other franchises in Columbus and other franchises in other areas of the country. Friends from college, and they just love it. And we're like, you really should go to a Fit4Mom, go to stroller strides. You need to go to stroller strides. It's so much fun. You'll meet so many amazing women, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay. Well, I actually did not go to stroller strides. I went to a different class called Body Back that I now teach. Oh. I went for a mini session over the summer. I was about 6 months postpartum, and I was like, okay, some of this weight's got to go. I want to get back in shape. I've been an avid runner for years. I run marathons, and I was not interested in running. I joke that I'm a runner on sabbatical right now. It just wasn't doing it for me. And I wanted something different. I wanted something a little more engaging. Running is also very solo at times. And being a stay-at-home mom, like you crave interaction with other moms, other parents, other people. So I really needed something for that. So I took a class and loved it. But we're members of the athletic club, me and my husband. And so it did not make sense to be members of two gyms financially, especially being on one income. And I was like, oh, well, I'm glad I did it. And it was really fun. And, maybe I'll see if we can make it work maybe next month or something. And then I saw that they were hiring. And I was like, well, here we go. It was just kind of a golden opportunity at the right time. So I, set up a time to chat with the franchise owner, Mindy Hayward-Hauk. She's wonderful. And we talked about it, and there is a financial investment upfront, which I did not know that going into fitness. For any in fitness instructing, usually it's a financial commitment upfront, but they were able to work with me, and it was awesome. So I started my classes, they're all online virtual courses for certification, took them in the fall, and I started teaching full time in November. So I had to have 2 classes a week. So I've been teaching all the way through, start getting pregnant. And I was like, I got to tell them, because I already started to show at 8-10 weeks, as if you have more than one child, that it comes a lot sooner. So they were super excited. I've kind of hit the point where I'm not able to do the workouts as intense anymore. I'm 21 weeks this weekend, but it's fun just to still teach it and see everyone. But yeah, so I teach Monday nights at 7 p.m. and Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. So
that is exciting. So I have to tell you, I am 17 plus years postnatal. So we were talking, it could be for absolutely anyone. But that being said, I'm thrilled to have my daughter-in-law on here. So hello, Taylor. She is also pregnant. And she's a lot sooner with baby too, and showing it as well. She's almost 24 weeks. You guys are very
gosh, we are close together. Okay, great.
Very exciting. So with that being said, obviously 17 plus years postnatal, but anybody you said can do this. But for you right now, you're as well able to modify how you're doing it for yourself and Taylor and others who are prenatal.
I would not recommend my class if you are pregnant. It's intense. I teach a high intensity interval training class. So a HIIT is the acronym, HIIT. So it's a minute of cardio, 15-second break, minute of strength, 15-second break, minute of core. And we repeat that for the same set twice. And then we do that each set 5 times. So it's a lot. So I modify it for myself. I would not recommend and also you really should not take the class until you're at least 6 months postpartum, just to give your body that time to recover and be ready to step into something that's definitely more intense. Some of our other classes we offer, stroller strides, are a lot more friendly to postnatal, and that's really focused to those who are just brand new moms. And we do offer modifications for all of our classes, especially if someone has an injury, maybe a back injury or a knee injury, or just kind of an area of their body that just is not working at 100%. So like any good fitness instructor,
just by age.
Yeah, but that's okay. You're still going to get a good workout on, even if you modify, because you know your body and you know what your limits are of what's pushing you, what's outside your comfort zone versus like, I'm going to hurt myself. Like hopefully you know that about yourself when you're working out.
Right. So let me ask you, I know that the Be Fit for Mom or Fit for Mom is based by, you said, area code and area. Right now it's virtual. So if somebody can be anywhere right now and watch it, but typically you would go to what's closest to where you're living, right?
Yes. So all of our clients are still location based, and I still keeping it that because at some point we will be allowed out of our houses again and to socialize. So the focus is really to build camaraderie and build friendships. I have friends that have made a lot of great mom friends through Fit4MOM, and it's nice because they're close by. You're not meeting someone who lives on the other side of the city or across town, or it's just not convenient to get together or do a play date or anything, but it's nice when they live 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away. That's not too bad.
So that camaraderie as well as the health aspect is huge.
Yes, we very much focus on building that village. It's called the village, like our mamas. And we do moms. Well, right now we're doing moms night ins, but moms night out. We do plan those, and we have a private Facebook page for all the clients that are members, just to communicate and connect and keep in touch with one another. So it really is that community aspect as well as health and fitness.
So if somebody gets a membership, do they buy a membership by a class, by a month, by a year? What are the terms?
So right now in current Corona times, you just buy a 1 pass for everything membership fee that you have access to all the virtual classes. In normal times, you can buy a class pass for a specific class. So body back or stroller strides. Or a Fit for Baby. We have a prenatal class, Fit for Baby, which I really enjoy because it's much more my pace right now. Or you can buy, again, a membership to classes, like for unlimited classes for a specific class, or you can do unlimited for all the classes. So I think there's 3 tiers, kind of your budget or what you have time for, really.
Absolutely. So Taylor was asking, because they currently live in San Diego, but they are perhaps going to be moving later this year. So do you know if you buy a membership in one city, is it transferable to another city when you move?
It is not, but it's only month to month. You only pay per month. There's not like 6 months or year annual contracts. You're paying month by month. So no, each franchise is owned individually, so we can't transfer them. But I mean, your current franchise can certainly put you in contact with wherever you're going to, if there's one nearby, and they can set you up. But yeah, so there's not a huge financial commitment like that where some gyms require a lot more upfront.
Okay. So I definitely see the value for anyone in that demographic of looking for that camaraderie and everything that we've discussed. But I'm curious, you said that you were a member of a gym and you saw this opportunity to teach. How do people find out about that? Taylor, I think you, by the way, would be fabulous at that. So how do people find out about that?
Just posted on their social media that they were looking to hire instructors. I think it's always worth an ask of, are you looking to hire soon? Are you looking to add more instructors to your team? Depending on the size of the franchise, the age of the franchise, some of the franchise owners are maybe only a year or 2 into their franchise business versus many years, 7, 8, maybe. And it kind of just depends on the area you're in. I think there's a lot of different factors. I don't actually know a lot about the nitty gritty of that. I just come and teach my class. But the business side of it is very interesting. It's a kind of franchise, but we don't have a brick and mortar.
So
stage
if
show.
somebody wants to know more about the franchise and where they're located around the country, how do they find out more about everything to do with Fit for Mom?
So actually, there's a link on the Upper Arlington page to look at all locations. So if you go to upperarlington.fit4mom.com, there is a link to check out where our locations are in Columbus as well as across the country. So you can look to see where they are. Yeah.
That is perfect. Libby, is there anything that we have not discussed that we should make sure? Oh, I know. I have to tell you, I was excited by this. This is what reminded me what you were doing. You were recently interviewed by, was it 10 TV? Is that right?
Yes, 10 TV with Stephanie Stanovich.
That is exciting. So congratulations, you're now famous. I was able to
It was like a 30-second spot, but thank you. But I feel like people are like, you're going live with someone else about this? And I'm like, yeah, she just reached out and Lord knows we're not doing anything else right now. So why not? Let's talk about it.
That's exciting. Well, congratulations on your new fame.
Thank you. Thank you. It was fun to talk about it and just, shed light on what we're doing to help people through this crisis and how to support one another. One of her big questions was if you have a working partner, how are you managing all of that? And it's just constant communication of like, what does your schedule look like today? When do you have calls? When do you have time off? What do you need? Like sometimes at the end of the day, I tell my husband, I'm like, I need you to take the baby and the dog for a walk. I need some alone time. Like I'm tapped out. I just want to prep dinner by myself or, just literally get some work done or just be alone. I'm a huge expert. I'm such a woo person. Like I love being around people. Like I am even struggling with this. Like I feel like I'm in jail a little bit sometimes.
Right.
So being pregnant, like my husband's doing the grocery shopping, which I appreciate. Health risk wise, I really should not be going out at all. But I'm like, I just need to get out. Like I actually, this morning I ran an errand for my mother-in-law. She's here helping with our son today. I picked up a prescription from CVS through the drive-through. So I didn't interact with anybody, but I was like, I just need to get out of the house. I just want to listen to a podcast by myself.
Absolutely. That communication and that support from your partner means the whole world of difference, doesn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Trying to keep my husband works in healthcare IT. So he's in really hot demand right now. When he goes up to work, I really don't, he comes down for lunch and I don't see him. Like he's on calls all day. He's keeping things moving along. So he's really, I wouldn't say he's on the front lines, but he's definitely a critical piece to what's going on right now. I actually started another job in February. I started a new job in February, part-time, about 25, 30 hours, about 3 weeks before all this hit. And so it's just like, everything's kind of been upended, but actually the company I work for is a platform that supports working parents. And we are all working parents ourselves. It's about 10 women, 2 women founders and their moms as well. And we're all just doing the best we can. So there's a lot of grace given, thankfully, in my situation. I know not everyone is given that, unfortunately, from their employer, their situations, but yeah, it's been thankfully very flexible. Just get it done when you can. My job is sales, which is kind of a joke right now. We're not doing any sales at this current moment, but working on other projects and getting ourselves ready and in a position to be ready for sales once things lighten up a little bit. But yeah, just kind of, you think you have one plan, and I mean, I'm sure everyone feels that way about 2020 so far. That
grace is a great word, Libby. Grace.
A lot of grace. Yes.
Yeah. That was one of my, I have a one word each year to focus on rather than what's it called, like a resolution. My word was grace a few years back. I think I'm going to dig it back out and make it just the overarching word for COVID.
We are all just doing the best we can. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hope this is all done by August when I have this baby and I can have some normalcy.
Absolutely. I know Taylor's thinking the same thing with having that second one as well. Hey, when we get off of here, will you put down below in the comments, will you put contact information for people to get to the website and most importantly, the Facebook page? I think that's where you said a lot of the updates are.
Yep. A lot of info comes from Facebook and Instagram. Everything's posted on both. Definitely. I will link both of those. Please feel free to reach out to either myself, our owner, Mindy Hayward-Houck. Her information is linked on there as well. She would love to chat with anyone who's interested in becoming a client or just learning more about Fit for Mom, what we do. Yeah.
Libby, it is an absolute pleasure to actually see you, my friend. Yes. That is a joy. Thank you for being on here with us today and for telling us more about Fit for Mom, Upper Arlington.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I love to talk. I don't feel like I get to talk about it enough with people. just it's been a blessing in my life of being a stay-at-home mom to now this, of just a happy distraction, and some type of normalcy and constancy when everything else feels kind of upended. But yeah.
Absolutely. So anybody that has questions out there, hop on the Facebook, ask questions, send a message to Libbi. I'm sure she'll be happy to share with you a little bit more. In the meantime, I am Chrissy Hagan. Any questions on real estate in Central Ohio, buying, selling, or investing, give me a call, 614-332-0342. Bye, Libbi.
Bye.